Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with Joao Cancelo, as it has been reported that Barca are currently facing Inter Milan battle in pursuit of the Manchester City outcast. Contacts have already been made. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Franck Kessie, as it has been reported that the Barca midfielder's agent met with Deco and Matteo Alemany today amid exit rumors. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Despite battling a financial crisis, Barcelona remain interested in securing the services of a new right back this summer, but after addressing the other priority areas in the squad, and Joao Cancelo of Manchester City has been at the top of the wish list for the La Liga champions. Indeed, the Blaugrana have been weighing up the possibility of a loan move for the Portuguese international, trying to leverage their relationship with his agent Jorge Mendes. However, they are facing several hurdles in the chase for the 29-year-old. For starters, Arsenal have shown a strong interest in signing Cancelo and are willing to acquire his services permanently, which appeals more to Manchester City. Now, according to reports in Italy, as relayed by Sport, Inter Milan too have entered the race to sign Cancelo. As per the update, initial contacts have already taken place between the two clubs, but they are still quite far apart and more talks are expected in the coming days. Cancelo has fallen out of favour at Manchester City and spent the second half of the season on loan at Bayern. The Bavarian Giants had the option to sign him permanently for a fee of 70 million euros, but decided against it. However, now returning to Etihad, the fullback has no future in Pep Guardiola's side and will be on the move again this summer. Barcelona, for their part, intend to sign him on loan, but any move would require Cancelo to reduce his wages, which currently stands at 8 million euro per year. And with Inter Milan also now entering the pursuit of the right back and establishing contacts with Manchester City, things could get even more complicated for Barcelona in their pursuit for the Portuguese ace. In case a move for Cancelo does not materialize, Barcelona have an alternative lineup in the form of Ivan Fresneda, with some reports even suggesting that the teenage Spaniard is closing in to agreeing a 5-year contract with Barcelona. Of course, the issue of a right back remains, a topic of discussion. Barcelona need to address that position. Joao Cancelo have been one of the top targets in manager Xavi's wish list to strengthen that position. And let's be honest, I've never really even imagined Barcelona going all out to paying the price for Joao Cancelo. Because currently right now, Barcelona are going through a lot. They can't even register their new signings, talk less of even buying new players, as sales haven't taken place yet. Joao Cancelo is currently valued at 70 million euros by Manchester City, and that is a price that nobody expects Barca to pay that, because Barca's initial idea was to go for a loan move for the right back, but the fact is Manchester City are not open to loaning him again, and the player as well is also preferring a permanent move, which makes Barcelona less certain of securing the services of Joao Cancelo. And now talking about a new competitor emerging for the purchase of Cancelo, Inter Milan. I think they themselves are fully capable of going all out to sign him, which means Barcelona in this race, I think we have no chance, honestly. Because had it been Cancelo was open to a loan move, or even Manchester City were open to loaning him again, then there could have been a big chance that the player could have been coming to Barcelona, because Barca's initial idea was loaning him with the option to buy next summer, because there's no money. We don't have no money to splash. We don't have any money to lavish. 70 million is quite huge money nowadays at Barcelona. If it was back in those days, at least we can say yes, Barca, being one of the richest clubs in the world, could have paid that amount because they know the quality that this guy has at right back. You know, so as it stands, Barcelona are still linked with him, no matter the price or no matter what. Barca are still showing interest because you never know. Maybe Man City might change their stance of opening a loan move for him, when things come at a very late time. And as well, that's why Barca are also showing interest in players like Ivan Fresneda, because they know that the chances of Joao Cancelo is very, very slim, despite being the top choice on their wish list. Joao Cancelo had some fallout with Pep Guardiola, which means he had to leave Man City on loan to Bayern in the January transfer window this year. And many were surprised about how a quality player like Joao Cancelo has been having issues with Pep and, of course, has been loaned out. Bayern did not exercise the option to sign him permanently as they were not interested. And by the way, he did not perform that well there last season. So right now, Barca are focusing on Ivan Fresneda more than Joao Cancelo, because there is a huge possibility that Ivan Fresneda will be joining Barcelona next season. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, the summer transfer window is already on the way, and it looks like it is going to be a long one for Barcelona as they desperately look to reduce the club's salary mass. The Blaugrana have faced difficulties in convincing a host of their unwanted stars to leave Camp Nou this summer, with the majority of them keen on continuing at the club. However, one player who has been quite understanding of the situation is Franck Kessie. The Ivorian is reportedly open to leaving Barca after being informed of his dwindling role in the first team. He initially wanted to continue at Camp Nou, but in the midst of offers from Saudi Arabia, the player is now open to leaving the club. To that end, Gerard Romero has pointed out that Franchise's agent, Josh Atangada, has met Barcelona officials Matteo Alemany and Deco, two crucial minds in Barca's market strategy. The two parties had presumably discussed the terms of Casey's potential sale this summer, though the player's agent has recently lashed out on exit rumors, even labeling them as misleading. Nevertheless, Barcelona seem determined to get Kessie off the books. They have no shortage of suitors as well, with Al Hilal, Al Nassr, and several European clubs also interested in his services. Barca want to get the best out of the midfielder, reportedly demanding at least 20 million euro for the player. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.